Hi everybody, the speech that made Obama president. The speech that made Obama president. That's on my homepage. It's a 2004 Democratic National Convention speech where Obama got up, still in the position of Chicago, Illinois Senator, which began in 1997 and ended on November 4th, 2004. So this speech, if you go looking for it on Google, it happened, he gave this speech on the 27th of July, 2004. 27th of July, 2004. So what's special about this speech? Well, it was an amazing rhetoric. What's written about the Antichrist in the book of Daniel? I'd not seen this speech before and I was pretty amazed by, he just spoke, the whole character trait, the way he spoke, delivered his message was representative of the way the Antichrist speaks in the book of Daniel. And the numbers are there. The numbers are perfectly there. Like I've said all the way through my channel, you'll see it a million times. Obama's born on the 4th day of the 8th month, 38 days later 9/11. It's the 9/11 anniversary, and 38 is the birth number, right? 38 weeks, a woman usually gives birth to a child in her 38th week, so 38 is the number of birth. So in this case, it's perfectly represented here again, because as you know, if you've watched my previous videos, Obama was a Chicago, Illinois Senator for 408 weeks, from swearing in day to swearing out day to the day, last day in office in that position. 408 weeks, dropped to 0, 48, born on the 4th of the 8th. And then he had a break, and then he started his position as US Senator. And that time frame was exactly from swearing in to his last day in office as US Senator was 201 weeks and 6 days. Now dropped to 0, like Christine Lagarde's IMF video says. The magic number 7 numerology speech that she gave at the Council of Foreign Relations. Yeah, Obama born on the 216th day of the year. 6 times 6 times 6, that's what it is. And he was in power 201 weeks and 6 days as US Senator. So the two positions he held exactly to the number of his name, born on the 4th of the 8th, 216th day of the year, 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. Well, how many days? July 27th from the speech that made Obama president, which is the video on my main page. And he also says a very telling phrase, e pluribus unum, in reference to the Freemasonry design of the ages to set up the one man, the return of Osiris to rule the many through the Novus Ordo Seclorum, New Order of the Ages. This is written in a book called Zenith 2016, and this is the dream of Sir Francis Bacon, one of the, going back a long time, 300 years, the eldest, the founder of for the vision of the lost, installing America as the city of lost Atlantis. This is the Freemasonry dream, and Obama is a complete representation of the dream to install what they've done with this man and the system that they have now with the socialist New World Order. Okay, so I haven't even got to it yet. Right, 27th of July, he gave this speech as a Chicago, Illinois Senator, and 3 months and 8 days later, 38, 3 months and 8 days later was his last day in office as Chicago, Illinois Senator. So the numbers are perfectly represented there. It's very important to these people. 38, 48, 216, 9/11, and this is another false flag. You know, that was a false flag. His whole presidency is by design. It is a false flag of sorts because he wasn't elected. He was appointed. He's so much more than president. He's a god to the Freemasons, right? And he, as the Bible says, is a vessel for the incarnate vessel for Satan, and that's where he's at now. And he's only going to get waxed worse and worse as we go into 2017 to 2020. It's just going to get out of control, dictator, and all of that involves, just like 100 times worse, 1,000 times worse than Stalin, Lenin, Mao, Satan, Hitler. So what a perfect thing there. 3 months and 8 days later, and we arrive at the last day of his time as Chicago, Illinois senator. From the 27th of July, that speech was given to the 4th of November being his last day. So within the 408 weeks of his time being a Chicago, Illinois senator, and then he moved on to US senator time, and he was 201 weeks and 6 days in that office. I'll just go over it one more time before I finish. Born on the 4th of the 8th, 216th day of the year, 38 days later, the birth number 9/11. I rest my case.